Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
It's our time. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey,
Mike 7.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Allen now on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
53.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing now is Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Alpha.
From the gun, it's Allen. Dance, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wentz going to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. His 1st catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down now, it's Howard. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen operating from the gun. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Allen going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot of...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Frank Gore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the...
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
53 at the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. It's caught left side by John Brown. A good pickup there of 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. 53, Mike, 53.
Don't let him breathe. Bravo.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Play action. Now Wentz. Wentz has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy.
To show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
14, 82, 14.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
53.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Nebraska now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Wentz now to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a carry for Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. To throw, it's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. 11 yards there, 1st down. And again, it's Allen.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, will likely put an end to this thing.
Check 99.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game